Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Miami. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. He's got it with the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
52 blaster. Ready?
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run with Strong. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point made good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Jones. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, Jones. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary road.
Man, try to give you every goddamn thing, ain't they? Trying to give you everything, boy.
And see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. This complete left side to Agholor. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I don't remember. Y'all have that phone. I don't even have that phone. So you don't call to see because who the hell is that chasing that?
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
No.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Who is that?
Oh, I don't know.
From the 22, Jones. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jamin Phillips, the former first rounder, getting in there for the sack. And when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays to go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception.
I'm saying, who was it?
Where they
I
are on
don't
the
know.
scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
I'm just clearing it out. We just need to clear it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive... And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way from Miami, touchdown.
That shit is dead, man.
Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Harris running straight ahead. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And incomplete on the deep.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And the punter bailing on now as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
But how the hell I keep getting burnt, bro?
Pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here.
That's
Some plays it
crazy.
works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's countered. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. Tua going to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10 from the 27.
10 seconds.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it's
I
going.
like where their headspace is now. I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
52 blast.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Lead striking. Green back.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half.
There ain't no fucking way, bro.
Extend their lead here just before halftime. Or PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
I got 2 safety
And that
deep.
flag accepted. Maybe time for 1 play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for 1 final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis.
They're gonna beat me on deep ball the whole game.
Number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a whistle.
Fuck out of here, man.
Here for a delay. No,
God,
it's a
what the
timeout.
fuck
They did
going
get the
on,
timeout
man?
in time. It's just
Shit.
over, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 38
Shit, there's some
line,
bullshit
2nd and
today,
11.
bro.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Fuck all y'all, bro. Damn, man.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones got him
Yeah,
in.
just bumping my niggas all off they rocks and shit. They ain't even
That's
calling
good
this shit.
completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Operating from the gun. Jones fires the L route and completes it to Harris. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Channing Tindall. That is one that he will remember. His 1st career sack in his 1st career game in the National Football League. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crosser. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff would be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Needle. Ultra. Check man.
2 and now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run right side with Mostert. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yellow. Blaster. Thick.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.